Paul here from PABrewNews with yet again another beer review. Right now we're going to do something from England, and it's something that I haven't had before by a company that I have had. Now, I've had Wychwood's Hobgoblin. I don't know if I've ever reviewed it on this channel. That's one of those ones that are kind of mystery to me. But if I did, it was an American-sized bottle and blah, 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 blah. This is a proper size, right, Terry? Proper sized English bottle. From, still basically a proper brewery. Wychwood. They're ScareCrow. Check this out. This is our organic golden pale ale. So, organic? Ooh, watch out. Sometimes that stuff that's labeled organic is real shit. But this ScareCrow organic ale is brewed using organically grown plumage, anchor barley malt, and target hops to create a refreshing tasting beer for exceptional flavor and character. Ingredients grown to organic standards prohibits the use of synthetic pesticides and fertilizers. There you go, Eurobrews.com, that's where you can pick this bad boy up. USDA organic. Now here it doesn't tell you all the different ingredients, what went into these. Apparently some of them do. I love the look of this bottle. I just really do. They also have one called Witchcraft. I'd love to get a bottle of that because it just looks cool. It really does. The label is cool. The bottle is cool. Excellent stuff. This comes from the Wychwood Brewery, Witney, Oxfordshire, England, and it's certified organic by the SA Certification Ltd. And please recycle. This one's not going to recycle. This one's going up on a shelf, I think. Even if I don't like it, I'll probably keep it because I just like the Wychwood bottles. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's finally get into this one. Ooh. I need some cock bottle openers like Eric just got from B&E Brew Review. Okay, that's really weird. And this is, I guess this is one of those Burton upon Trent kind of water supplied ales, so you get a little bit of a sulfate to it from what Terry has told me in the past. Now, I should be able to get all of this in here. And I'm really getting a lot of that kind of herbal, floral note, a lot of almost kind of a weeds, nettle weeds, nettle leaf off this, a little bit of a sulfite, so spot on, Terry, as usual. It's popped in my full English pint glass. Really, a little bit of a haze, but it's beautiful. Very golden straw. Look at that. A little bit of a honey characteristic, a little white tiny head. Perfect. Some sweet, definitely sweet characteristics, some sweet sugary malts. Definitely have a nice slight earth tone mixing with those weeds that I was talking about, those nettle leaves, kind of cut grass leaf, a little bit of, just a little faint of zest, citrus zest. Definitely got a nice earth tone. I'm assuming they use Fuggles or maybe Kent Goldings on this, I'm not sure. It doesn't say what hops they use, so I don't really know. I'm getting citrus though. So, who knows? Let's see. Let's get the taste on this one. Cheers. Just cereal grain bread, like cereal, that kind of cereal taste from the cereal flakes in your mouth. Definitely has a nice earth presence. Definitely get that kind of weeds. Not really weeds, I should say. Almost like, it's not weeds. And I guess more like, this is a hard one because the flavor you're getting more. I guess if you just take like a bush, like some nice full leaves off a bush, and not like the weeds, just like a bush. And you crack some of those open, get a little bit of that kind of herbal quality to it. Definitely a little bit of floral notes. It doesn't smell too dang bad. For organic, this is really impressing me so far. I mean, it's light, it's mild, it's subtle, but it's not crap. It's not some bland, generic, watered-down lager type tasting thing. I mean, this is a proper ale. I guess Wychwood now is actually owned by Marston's Brewery, Ltd. I guess it's not even a brewery, it's Marston's Ltd. And they bought a shit ton of breweries in that area, and they're turning it towards the more macro produced side of brewing in England, doing a little bit of under license, or just basically taking over some of the small breweries and just kind of grabbing them by the reins and forcing them into a direction. They're still brewing, and I mean, this still has character to it, so they're not ruining anything. I know Wells and Young, they've been really pushing out just stuff, and it's getting more and more to the point of these synthesized lagers and stuff. They're getting, you know, the adjunct corns and rices, E-numbers, colorations, food coloring, preservatives, all that stuff that doesn't need to be in beer. This is actual proper beer made with proper things, and it's organic, just in case you give a fuck. It's organic, so that's excellent. Tasty, a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of bite to it too. It's not mind-blowing, but it's enjoyable. It's sessionable. It's enjoyable. Let me see if I can get an ABV for you. I love the logo. That's really cool. Apparently, this might actually... Lee reviewed this not too long ago. Erlock from Canada. I think Nova Scotia. And it used to have a different name, but for some reason, copyright something, so they changed it to ScareCrow. I'm not sure. ABV, no idea. No idea. I'll find it out on whatever, Beer Advocate. Someone will yell at me when I don't put it down. So decided to rudely interrupt me. The ScareCrow from Wychwood Brewing Company, Witney, Oxfordshire, England. They are going to get a 7 out of 10 from me. It's a very enjoyable, mild, subtle English session ale. I doubt if the ABV is anywhere over 5. I'm thinking around like 4 to 5 in that range. It's really enjoyable. It's really good. I think I wouldn't even mind if there was a little bit of honey coming off this too. That'd be nice. But it is what it is. It's excellent. Thank you. This was picked up for me in Wilkes-Barre at the Wegmans by a guy I just had a chance to talk to named Joe, and I'll put his name down below in the thank you. And he got this for me, and I got some stuff for him. So that's excellent. So thank you. I thought this was great. I thought this was a lovely. This is exactly what I look for in English ales. So that's excellent. Big shout out and thank you to Eric from B&E Brewreviews. Did some schooling. Had to school the motherfucker, and he just said thanks. So thank you. Put you in the. He put me in the recommended channels on his site, which was really cool. And check my site. I did the same thing for you. So that's fucking cool. I like his reviews. I like his rants. I like his government rants. I like his gun rants. I like rant. And sometimes between the gun rants and the bullshit and the blabbing and the government rants and stuff like that, a beer review might break out, which is pretty cool. And he just had a Weichstefanos Vitus, and he gave that a 10. I was like, wow. Didn't think he was going to give it a 10. I know he's going to like it. I didn't know that. So it was pretty cool. pretty cool. He gave it a 10. But of course, this will get posted next year sometime. So he'll be like, "What the fuck are you talking about that for?" Well, that was last night or today. I saw it, but with how I post things, you won't see that for well, basically you won't see it because by the government shutdown gets over and everything, the power plants will shut down and there won't be any electricity anymore, and I'll just be drinking these home brews and just talking to the camera with no battery power. So at that point in time, I'll have this will be ready to go uploaded, so that's when you'll see it. Anyway, I digress. I just figured I started the camera over, might as well babble a little bit. Anyway, this has been Paul from PABrewNews. Thanks for joining me again. Cheers.